Hi there, my name is Lisa Feria, and I'm the CEO for Straight Out Capital. We're a venture capital firm that takes animals out of the supply chain by investing in early stage companies. I have the honor of being on Encompass's advisory board, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about not only the organization, but why I think it's a must for all of us in the animal welfare movement. A couple of years ago, I got introduced to the concept of amplification. And amplification is when somebody in a room or in a meeting amplifies somebody else's point. Many times when we're in meetings, people just want to really talk as opposed to listen. And many times, points of view get lost. And many of those points of view end up being point of people of color or women's points of view, where the person would say something and it just gets lost in the conversation. And amplification is a concept where the purpose is to amplify those voices to make sure that as a collective that we walk out with the best product possible and that the overall project or company gets served the best. And so the way amplification works is that if a person says a point, you amplify it. Right. So Marta, that was a great point on productivity on co-working spaces. Can you tell us more about it? Or how are you thinking about the challenges associated with work from home, and and to really not only amplify and recognize that the point was valid, but to allow that person some time to expound on the point, to really lay it out, and for everybody in that room to really benefit from that different point of view. The challenge and the additional opportunity comes when there is no person of color or no women or not enough diversity represented, and then there is nothing to amplify. We lose that perspective, we lose that point of view, and and everybody has heard this, but in the next 20 years, the minorities in this country will be the majority of the country. And if our animal welfare organizations and organizations in general don't represent the voices that we should be not only trying to change, but trying to influence, as well as we're trying to change their minds and their hearts. If we don't really represent them, we don't have that point of view internally, we're really going to be handicapped in terms of our effectiveness. And so as a venture capitalist, whenever I evaluate a team that has no diversity, I am naturally skeptical, because not only do I see that team very skeptically, because I believe that they lack perception or context in terms of what they need to do to be successful in this market. If you don't have a diverse point of view, if you don't have a diverse group, you're going to be less effective than a less diverse homogeneous group, and that's data that's been proven. And so that's why Encompass is so important. Our Yanesh has led a charge and is leading a charge to help us all not only figure out how we can improve our diversity in these organizations, but how to do it quickly, effectively, and how to do it in the best way possible. Because if we want to change and continue changing the hearts and minds of people, we got to be able to represent those changing faces. If we want to be their voices, we got to represent those changing faces. And so Encompass is really working to help organizations in general figure out a way to better represent the people that we're speaking to, that we're trying to influence. And so I am really looking forward to the work that Yanesh and her team are planning on the next years and the next years to come, because I think it's not a nice to have, I think it's a must have, that we need to make sure that we are representing all the people that we're trying to change, and we're trying to get them to join and to change their actions accordingly. So I hope you'll join me in supporting Encompass and Yanesh in this great endeavor.